It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Ravens and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go, man.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Tobin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Richardson.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though
The Ravens at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
I'll check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about this Jets defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Richardson off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make...
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Tobin. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Tobin. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
To throw on 3rd down, Tobin. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 3rd and 9 here. And Richardson back to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
And that Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Again, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're going to take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Operating from the gun. Tobin. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Off play action. Tobin connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Got him in. It's Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Here's Richardson throwing on 1st down. Open man. There's Darnell Washington. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go. Set.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That guy's going to run the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Robinson, touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tobin. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, Tobin. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Cleveland to return from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Straight ahead, here's Hirongu. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, 19 Lions. Trap 50, trap 50.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He lets it go deep for Olave. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Tobin. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach perturbed his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Tyler Boyd, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Okay, break.
Richardson to the air on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Off-play action, Richardson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Armstead running straight ahead. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Richardson to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Tobin. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
0. Harris Campbell. 8 yards on the pickup.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Tobin. And a Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again. Tobin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now If you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he's going to butt his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Armstead. And he stopped immediately there. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They go play action with Richardson. He'll buy some time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Richardson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And New York set to take the field. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. Akers, he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Olave. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down. Tobin, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Back to throw. Tobin targeting Thomas on the outlaw, making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. they'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out now come the Jets. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
25 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Akers. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Now they go screen, it's complete. Nothing on the screen that time, now it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Hey, smash.
Richardson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
18, Pioneer.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Yes, sirski.